Hello friends, welcome to your 45-minute heavy leg drop set workout. My name is Lene and welcome to my channel. All you need is a flat surface to work on, a clear view of your screen, and some dumbbells today. I'll pop my weights up on the screen for you to reference, but we are working with shorter intervals today because I want to encourage you to push heavy even as we work down the drop set. So we really want to challenge ourselves today. Go a little bit heavier than usual, and obviously heavy is relative. So if you want to match me, by all means do, but you can always push more than me or push less depending on how you feel. Other than that, we have a warm up and a cool down included because that is what we do around here. And if you are ready, let's get moving. All right, step those feet nice and wide, toes out, fingertips on those hip bones. You know the drill. If you've been here before, we're doing hip circles, warming up throughout the hips, into the back and the front of the legs. Make them nice and exaggerated. Get that back flat as you send the hips back. Well done. Let's go the other way. Same thing. Evening everything out here. Now, just for your reference, before we get too far into this workout, today is going to be more of a traditional strength style in the sense that we're not going to do an insane amount of different exercises. We are going to repeat each drop set 3 times and really hit every single portion of the legs out. So if you're looking for a no repeat workout, today's not no repeat, but it still has amazing benefits to repeat movements. Anyway, RDL drive, send the hips back, and then push it forward, squeeze the glutes. Great job. Step those feet out nice and wide. We're going to lunge over to one side, push through that foot to stand, and lunge over. Alrighty, bring your feet together. We're gonna rock onto our heels, lift the toes, then rock across the length of our foot and rise onto our tippy toes, mobilizing the ankles and warming up the calves. Well done. All right, we're gonna step those feet apart just a little bit and then sink the hips down, keeping the chest up. Come as low as you can. If that means you're here, that's fine. Really just want you to focus on dropping the booty down while lifting the chest up. And if you wanna rock side to side here, you can stretch into the hips a bit more. Amazing, friends. We have 1 more minute on the clock for this warm up. Let's come into a nice long lunge. Elbow down, twist chest towards the thigh, plant the hands, step through plank and switch sides. Amazing. All right, onto your booty. Last little warm-up exercise. We're just going to sit on the ground, keeping your torso nice and still, dropping one knee in at a time, making sure both hips stay grounded on the ground at all times. And let it relax. Great job, friends. We're gonna hop right into the first superset. We're going to do 3 rounds of going heavy, medium, light, heavy, medium, light. So I'm gonna start with 14 kgs, that is 30 pounds. Pop the dumbbells up by your shoulders, 30 seconds on, 15 seconds off. Nice and steady. Remember, the goal here for this first one is to go heavy. It's only 30 seconds for each of these intervals, so we really want to push the weight. And let it relax. Great job. I'm gonna drop down to 10 kgs in each hand, so that is 22 pounds. Let's see how well my dumbbells cooperate with me today, because if you've been here before, you know that sometimes they just don't want to. Let's go. So we'll have 20 seconds of rest between each drop set sequence, and then 30 seconds of rest between each unique exercise transition. And well done. All right, I'm going to grab 114 and hold it goblet style. Keep things nice and heavy. Let's go. Sink it down, good. Keep your chest up, most of the weight in the heels. Let it relax. 20 seconds on the clock. We're gonna go into round 2 of doing that exact same thing. I'm gonna see if I can perhaps do 18 kgs in each hand here. Gonna be heavy, so that's like almost 40 pounds per dumbbell. But we're going heavy today. Well done. Drop the weights. I'm gonna grab 14. In each hand. All right, let's go. Well done. All right, drop the weight one more time. Let's go. Let it relax, friends. All right, 20 seconds on the clock. Get yourself resituated one more time of this exercise all the way from the top. Got my 18s. Sink it low. Whew. My word. All right, medium weight time. I'm gonna grab 10s, just to be realistic here. So that's 22 pounds in each hand. Good. Last time doing the drop set through this movement, then we're moving on. Whew. Let it relax. Amazing. I'm gonna drop down to 7.5 kg per dumbbell. That's 16 pounds. Final interval, 30 seconds of these rack squats. And let it relax, friends. Well done. You have just completed the first 3 drop sets of the first exercise. We're moving now on to wide RDLs. Same thing. So we're gonna go heavy, medium, light, heavy, medium, light, heavy, medium, light. Gonna open the door. What am I gonna pick here? I think I'm gonna start with 14 in each hand, and then I can always go heavier next time. Good. Get your feet nice and wide, wider than normal. Send the hips back, generous bend in the knees. Keeping the weight tracking your thighs the entire time. Let it relax. Amazing. I'm gonna drop down to 10 in each hand. That's 22 pounds in each hand. Let's go. Lengthen through the glutes, generous bend in the knees. Are the dumbbells touching your thighs? Don't let them be out here. Glue them nice and close. And let it relax. Great job. Pick your lightest weight for this drop set. I'm gonna grab 7.5s, 16 pounds each dumbbell. Let's go. Everything stays the same. Good. 10 more seconds. Woo. And let it relax. All right, 20 seconds. We're gonna repeat that from the top. I'm gonna go heavier, I think. For my first one, I'm gonna try 18s. That is almost 40 pounds per dumbbell. Good, get those feet nice and wide. Bend it back. Squeeze. Exhale. Pull the shoulders down and back, keep the lats engaged. Well done. Gonna drop down to 14. Whew. Let's go. Well done. Whew. I'm gonna drop down to 7.5, so quite a considerable drop here, but I think it's necessary. Well done. Come on. Getting that heart rate up here. And let it relax. Great job, friends. All right, back to the top. One last time. What do I want to pick? I'm gonna drop back down to 14 for my starting weight. Definitely feeling the fatigue set in here. All right, gonna drop down to 10s, 22 pounds each dumbbell. Well done, friends. It's your last time doing this drop set. Then we're gonna move on. Whew. Well done. Final drop, and then we're moving on from this exercise. Lightest interval here. Gonna grab my 7.5s. Nice and wide with those feet, don't forget. Well done. Alrighty, we're gonna move on to some unilateral work. So take your break. We're gonna do tempo reverse lunges. So for the first superset, drop set, we'll stay on one side, then we'll switch to the other side for the second one. And then for the third drop set, we're gonna alternate. All right, so everything is the same as a normal reverse lunge, except we're gonna just take 3 seconds to lower the knee back. Pick a side. I have 18 kgs here. And 3, 2, 1, big exhale, stand. And 3, 2, 1, press through the front foot. Go at your own pace, just take it slow. Well done. Okay, drop the weight nice and quick. I'm gonna grab 14 kgs, that's 30 pounds. Stay on the same leg. Good, don't rush the eccentric, so the portion down. Take it slow, that's the whole point. Well done. Okay, drop to your lightest weight. I'm gonna grab a 10. If your grip is failing, which it might be because we're going heavy, pop the dumbbell up on your shoulder, that is fine. And well done. All right, starting from the top with your heaviest weight, we are going to switch to the other leg now. So remember to do that. Whew, lunges are basically cardio. These are definitely getting my heart rate up. Let's go. Well done. Medium weight for this leg. Make sure you're using the same weight as you did last time. On the other leg, I mean. I got my 14, 30 pounds. Let's hit it. Woo! Well done. All right, lightest weight on this side. I'm gonna pop it on my shoulder to keep things even from the last time. Flying through this workout, friends. Good, give me that forward lean in the torso, stretch out the glute. Well done, friends. All right. This next round, we're gonna alternate legs. So keep that in mind. That means I'm gonna use 2 dumbbells in each hand. So I'm gonna start with 14 each side. So that's 30 pounds in each hand here. Nice and heavy. Step it back, 3, 2, 1. up and switch. Well done. Drop the weights. Whew. My grip is really struggling here, so next time I'm gonna pop them on my shoulders, grabbing 10, 22 pounds. Same thing. If you pace it right, you should be able to do 6 total. So that's 3 on each leg. Wow, well done, friends. Alrighty, let us finish off these lunges with the lightest one, alternating sides. I'm gonna grab 7.5, so that's 16 pounds per dumbbell. Let's go. See if you can keep it even by giving me 3 on each side. 6 total. Well done, friends. That really got my heart rate up. That is great though. This is what we want. Pushing the muscles and the heart all at once. So we're moving on to a new exercise. It's gonna be a thigh weighted plie squat with a calf raise. So feet are gonna be nice and wide. You're gonna drop down, thighs to parallel, and then squeeze your thighs together, rise up into a calf raise. I have 14 kgs each hand here. 30 pounds. So drop it down, bring it up, squeeze the thighs, lift the ankles up off the ground. So you're really gonna have to get those legs strong and straight to help support you in the raise. Well done. Drop those weights quick. I'm gonna grab 10s. So that is 22 pounds. Good. Really rest your complete weight of the hands on the top of your thighs here. The upper body doesn't have to do any work. Completely lower body. Good. See if you can magnetize your inner thighs together. Squeeze. Try and see if you can touch them. That's how straight and strong I want those legs. Woo. And try not to lose your balance. Well done. Okay. Heading into the lightest interval here. So I'm going to grab my 7.5s. Same thing. So we've already targeted the glutes and the quads with the movements we've done previously. Now we're just emphasizing the adductors or the inner thighs and your calves. And also some glutes and some quads while we're at it. So well done. All right, drop set 1, done. We're gonna repeat that from the top. Back to the heaviest weight. I'm gonna go heavier than I did last time. 18s, that's almost 40 pounds. Well done. Good. See if you can really get those hips close to parallel, those thighs to parallel as you sink it down. My inner thighs are burning. Well done. Drop your weight. I'm gonna grab 14. Good, don't rush the calf raise. If you take it too quick, you're gonna lose your balance. So strong legs with control. Ooh, guys, it is so sweaty up in here. My word, this is why we love strength, because it does the trick nice and quick. All right, gonna grab 10s. I'm so sweaty, I can't even twist my adjustables here. All right. Good, don't cheat yourself. Get those thighs parallel. Well done. All right, friends, we're gonna repeat that one more time. So go nice and heavy. Gonna grab 18 again. Final time. Let's give it our all. Ooh, inner thighs. Sweat in my eyes. Well done. Amazing work, friends. Drop your weights. I'm gonna go down to 10 because my grip is struggling, so I literally can't twist these. That's how sweaty I am. All right. Almost there. Let it relax. Okay, final time doing this movement. Then we're gonna go into the last drop sets exercise, if you can believe it. That's how fast time flies when you're pushing heavy. I have my 7.5s. Good, relax your shoulders down, keep the chest nice and lifted, even as you come into the plie. Well done. All right, friends, final exercise. We're gonna go onto the ground to finish off the booty. We're gonna do 2 pulse glute bridges. Now, if you have a booty band and you wanna add it, feel free to. Obviously, it's not required. Just wanna let you know you have options. I'm gonna grab a nice and heavy weight. So I'm literally gonna grab let's start with 23. 123 dumbbell. On the hips. You're gonna lift the hips high, give me 2 pulses and lower. Good. Let it relax. All right. Roll the dumbbell down. I'm gonna grab an 18, I think. Sorry that this dumbbell is blocking your view, but you know what we're doing. Same thing. Well done. Make sure your weight is pressing through the heels. Well done. Okay, to the lightest interval here. I'm gonna grab the two 7.5 kgs, put one on each hip, just to make my life easier for the transitions. Good. See how high you can get those hips with those pulses, almost like you want to poke little holes in the ceiling with your hip bones. That's how high I want you to imagine you're pushing those hips. And well done, friends. Okay, we have 2 more drop sets to go for this movement, and then we cool down. So you really are at the home stretch. Go ahead and grab your heavy dumbbell. Pop it on your hips. Starting from the top. Let's go. And let it relax. Great work. Alrighty. Medium weights. Try not to sling these heavy dumbbells around everywhere. Same thing. And well done. All right, friends, lightest set here for this drop set. We are so close to being done. See if you can really challenge yourself once we get into the last drop set. If you have the option to go heavier than you have been, that is the time to do so. Good, come on. Are those hips not going as high as they were in the beginning? I think so. Your glutes are starting to get tired. I know. Push through. Whew. Well done. Okay, friends, last time doing this drop set. We're gonna start back from the top with your heaviest weight. We basically have 1.5 minutes left of active movements here. So give it your all. Good. Let's go. Ooh, those booty cheeks are burning for sure. Well done. Okay. Struggle city here with these transitions, but it's fine. It's worth it. Medium weight. Let's go. Almost there, friends. Think about the burn in that booty and how that is making change. That is building stronger glutes. Stronger glutes means maybe faster running. It means maybe you like how your clothes fit. It means that, yeah, stronger glutes. Who doesn't want stronger glutes? Oh my gosh. Amazing. Okay, final one, lightest little drop set here. Grab your weights. 30 seconds on the clock, you and me. Make sure you lift those weights super, super duper duper high. Those hips, let's go. Come on, squeeze those glutes higher than you have before. And let it relax. Great job, friends. Pop your weights down. You can stay on the ground. I'm just gonna quickly clean up my space here. We're gonna start with our cool down. On the back. You can start with hugging one leg into your chest, as you saw in the preview. Nice and steady, just like so. Focus on some deep breathing. I definitely feel my glutes in this position right now. Wow. Amazing. All right, let's straighten that leg and grab behind your leg, either behind your thigh, your knee, your calf, or your ankle. The higher you go, the more intense the stretch is, so just keep that in mind. And maybe play around with pointing and flexing your toes to floss into your hamstring. Amazing. Take that straight leg, bend it, and bring your ankle over the opposite knee. Reach through, grab the thigh, rest your head down for a lying figure 4. Breathe into the stretch of the bent glutes. Well done. All right, keep holding onto that thigh. Extend the other leg out, and we're gonna repeat those 3 movements now on the other side. So hugging that leg in, maybe rock it side to side. Good job. All right, you know the drill. We're gonna straighten the leg out, grab wherever it feels best for you, and maybe point and flex. Well done. All right, bend that leg, cross the ankle over opposite knee. Final home stretch here. We are almost done with the workout. Well done for actually staying for the cool down. If you're listening to me right now, I'm incredibly proud of you. You know how many people just click out? As soon as they finish the last interval, they're like, deuces, and they just bounce. So well done. Your body in not only tomorrow, but also in 20, 30 years from now is so gonna thank you for prioritizing this. All right, final little cool down. Bring your feet to touch, let your knees fall open. Maybe rest the weight of your hands on your inner thighs, and let's just take 2 big inhales and exhales in through the nose and out through the mouth. One more, in through the nose and out through the mouth. And when you're ready, bring your knees together, roll yourself on up, because you have earned yourself a big round of applause and a massive pat on the back. I've heard you guys loud and clear. This has been requested to do some heavier leg days with less repeats for a more traditional strength style workout. So if you liked it, please make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, because I would love to see your gorgeous face again very soon. Other than that, well done for actually showing up for yourself today, because sometimes that truly is the hardest part, and you made it to the end of the video. So look at you go. Very proud of you. Have a lovely day, because you do deserve it, and I'll see you very soon. Bye, friends.